Hi, this is Kathy, and I'm from Mimi's Craft Corner. I'm here today to share with you a quick video on how I've been creating card boxes and kind of doing a little bit of a DIY on them so that they end up looking a little bit more than just an average box. So I'm going to stop the camera, flip it around so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. I want to start with the box that I created this past weekend, and I'm hoping that you can see it. This is a box that I made to put my Christmas cards in this year so that as I'm working on them, which those of you that send Christmas cards, you know it's not something that you do normally in one setting, but we do over a period of evenings or days to kind of prepare for it. And so I wanted to create something that I would be able to keep my cards in, keep my tape or my washi tape, stamps, pens, that type of thing. But to start with, I want to share with you way back some of my very first boxes. Now, when I say a box, I mean a box. This is my old phone case. This was an iPhone 5, and this was the box. And if you've got any Apple products, normally their packaging is pretty substantial. So I just couldn't throw it away. If you're a crafter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You just can't throw these things away. So I created a little box to have on my desk, and I can just put all kinds of things. Well, of course, then I got another phone. And same thing, you know, I had to save that box. So this one holds all of my little glitter and all kinds of things that I do on my cards. So that works out pretty nice. This box, I can't even tell you where it came from, but you can see all I did was just put some design paper on the outside of it, and it holds my gems that I use on my desk and when I'm making cards. I went to a retreat last fall in North Carolina, and it was there that I was introduced to some different types of crafting than I've done before. And I met a gal there who's actually an author, but she's an avid crafter, and she uses graphic 45 paper, and she had a tutorial that you could purchase on Etsy, and I did. So this is a card box that I created with her instructions, and I'll put the link to that at the bottom of this video. This is a beautiful, it's called a book box, and it's made by Graphic 45. I made cards. I took some liberty with the cards. But you'll also see that the inside of the box is finished. So it really gives a beautiful presentation. So if you want to have something sitting on your desk so that when you need to grab a note and send to somebody, and let's face it, birthday cards happen all the time. We have sympathy cards. We have congratulations for new babies. It's nice to have something done, and it's nice to have a place to put them. And the workshop that I went to last fall introduced me to these feet. So these feet are by Tim Holtz, and they create and elevate almost anything that you're working with. So then that got me thinking, well, maybe I need to create a simple box so that I can have it upstairs with me. So this, again, is just a box. And when I mean just a box, I mean just a box. All I did was cover it with a couple of different layers of paper. I'll take things out so that you can see the inside. This one is stocked with birthday cards, but you can see I even finished the inside. I love looking at it. It makes me want to send a note to somebody because it looks so freaking cute. All right? So there's my stamps. They kind of fell out of my little pocket back there. Well, then I got to thinking that I really needed to do something for Christmas. So that's the reason this box came about. Now, I don't even know what came in this box, but again, it was a substantial box, and I saved it thinking that at some point I would use it, and I'm really glad I did. This came out lovely. Now, I'm going to share with you a couple of things. One of the biggest things that you are going to use and that you're going to want when you do a project like this is a great ruler. This happens to be one from Tim Holtz. I love it. The printing is big. Each square, the larger squares, are all 1/4 inch. It's very easy for me to read. And when I'm making, for example, when I'm making the outside, I am measuring from corner to corner, and I see, according to mine, that is 6 1/8. And I know exactly that I want to cut the width of that 6 inches because I like 1/8 of an inch border around. Now, this happened to be a white box, but if it wouldn't have been a white box, I just would have taken my Distress ink and I would have completely inked the edges so that I would have covered up anything that would have been there that wasn't going to complement the color scheme. So you can do that with any kind or any color of Distress ink. It works beautifully. A couple of the other things that I think are important for you to have. First of all, I think it's important for you to settle on a pack of paper. And the one that I landed on for my Christmas box, this is a last year's paper collection from My Mind's Eye, and it's called Winterberry. And when I purchased it, I purchased 2 of the 6x6, pack of the 12x12. It had a sticker sheet, it had ephemera, and before I went to my worksheet, I didn't even know what ephemera was. And ephemera is all kinds of images already cut. All you have to do is just put them on and glue them on. And then it also had chipboard, which is awesome because that's how I got the dimension on the sides of my box. So you get all of this when you get a complete collection. I also ordered the enamel dots that matched it, although I didn't use any of them on this particular project. The other thing that I did was, of course, I had to order the Tim Holtz feet. And there may be smaller feet out there, but so far these are the only ones I have used. I like the look of them, and you know, if I went with a smaller box, obviously I'd have to have something smaller. So when I say a box, this is what I'm talking about. This, who knows what came in this. And I actually think I have the lid. I do. So I have the lid in, I have the base inside the lid. Sorry, I'm off camera. So I've actually got 2 if I want to create something else, or I can leave them stacked together. It's entirely whatever you want to do. But this would lend itself beautifully to be able to just cover the sides and put the feet on. And I want to open up this package of feet and show you really quick. So this foot sits right on the base like that. And to put it on there, you need a really good substantial glue. I would recommend not using a hot glue gun, but there's a glue out there called E6000. It's an epoxy glue, and it will do a beautiful job of making that stick. And you can see that foot is not too big for this box. So I hope that gave you a bit of an idea of what you can do and how you can create them. And let me know if you do. I'd love to see what you